welcome. I'm Abby, and thank you so much for joining me for today's flow. So this one is going to be leaning slightly more towards intermediate, just in terms of there's going to be a little bit less instruction, maybe an option for an arm balance in there, but still, as always, as much or as little as you want, depending on how you're feeling today. Yeah, just really listen to your body more than you listen to me, and we will get started. So any props that you might want, blocks, bolsters, blankets, grab those now, and we're going to come to me in a seated position, so I will see you there. Okay, so we're just going to begin with a little bit of grounding here today. So get comfortable. You might want to sit on a block, a bolster, maybe cross-legged, or any leg position that just allows you to let go of any thoughts of the sensations in the body. If you haven't already, softly close down your eyes. Take a few moments just to acknowledge, to draw your attention to your breath. Notice what it's doing today. How does it feel? Our breath is the guide, is the connection between body and mind. It lets us know how we're feeling. It often is the first clue to our emotions. When we're feeling stressed or anxious, it quickens. And even just taking a few moments of your day to just slow your breath, so beneficial. Even if you left the video here, just with a little bit of breathing, this is yoga. Start to now shift your attention to the physical body. So notice how it feels right at the top of your head, maybe into the forehead. If there's any tension there with each breath that you take, with every exhale, see if you can soften into that space, let go. Relax in the space behind the eyes. Soften into your jaw. With the next few breaths, see if you can lower the shoulders down a little bit more away from the ears. Notice your spine. Can we keep it long, yet soft and relaxed? Easing into that hip space, a place where we so often hold on. Take a breath in, with the breath out, release. Relax the legs all the way down to the tips of the toes. And then bringing one hand to belly, one hand to chest. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, open the eyes, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, side bend to the right. So right fingertips come down, left fingertips reach. Hold in there for a couple as we expand and open the chest towards the ceiling. Relax head and neck. One more breath in. On your exhale, you're going to bring those left fingertips down to meet the right. So just fold over to the right. We might not get very far there. Maybe you want to creep the right fingertips a little bit further once you arrive. Try and maintain the connection of the left sit bone with the mat. Deep breaths. And then fold into that space with every exhale. One more there. As you inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up to center. Take a nice big stretch. And then exhale to the left. Left fingertips come down, right fingertips reach. And again, focus Not on how low we can get. Focus on opening and expanding through the upper body, through the sides of the waist, through the chest. Breathe deeply. Taking one last inhale to lengthen. Exhale, look towards left hand, right arm joins the left towards that left side, and maybe we creep the left fingertips forward as we fold. Notice the breath in every single posture that we do today. If it's strained, we come out of the shape. We allow ourselves to breathe freely, deeply, wherever we are. Last breath. Next inhale, reaching the arms all the way back to center. And exhale, walking the hands forward. Let's take a few little undulations with the breath. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. 2 more there. Try and keep the sit bones rooted down. Lengthen and fold. Final breath. Inhale. And fold. Inhale, walking the hands all the way back towards you. Let's make our way into our tabletop so you can roll over the feet or sweep the legs around. Coming onto hands and knees, find that nice strong base. So root down through fingertips, root down through knees. Let's just take a few cat-cows to start. So inhale, chest lifts, belly drops. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse. And then move intuitively with your cat-cows. So you might want to stay in this shape. Really focusing on breath connection. Maybe you want to take it a little bit more circular into the wrists, maybe forwards and backwards. Move as wherever your body wants to go. So just kind of have a little wiggle about. Not every day is going to feel the same, so you might want something different today than you did yesterday. So explore. We'll be here for about 3 more breaths. Nice. On your next inhale, bring it back to this neutral position. Tuck the toes under. Start to walk the hands all the way back. Find Malasana at the back of your mat. So we'll have a little bit of movement to begin. Easing into the hip space. It's quite early in the practice for a Malasana, and it might feel a little bit tight. You could always bring a block underneath the bum for a bit more support. If you're feeling quite comfortable there, you could bring hands to heart center and come into your balance. 2 more deep breaths. Take an inhale in your Malasana, and then as you exhale, hands down to the mat, straighten legs, come into a fold. You might want to heel toe the feet in a little bit, either hips width or toes touching. Take a breath in, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Let's move with the breath once more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 2 more there. Inhale, lengthens the spine. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, come into that fold. Let's hold there for a couple of breaths. Maybe it's in stillness. Maybe you want to go for a ragdoll variation. Maybe you want to bend into the knees. Just remembering throughout the practice, there is no right way to do any of these shapes, these postures. The correct pose is the one that feels good for you today. Last breath. And then from here, inhale, come back to that halfway lift. Exhale, walking the hands all the way out, coming into your first downward facing dog. What do we need there? Maybe it's a pedal of the feet, a shake of the head. Maybe we come all the way forward and back. Again, just kind of explore all of these shapes today and see what works for you. So for some of us, we like to kind of move quite a lot. Maybe you prefer to just breathe into stillness. Last few breaths. And your next inhale, we're going to come high onto the toes. Exhale, knees soften, step, hop or jump, making your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale into your fold. Inhale all the way to standing, roll it up, take the arms up high. Exhale, dive it down, Uttanasana. Inhale, chest lifts halfway. Exhale, we're going to step the left foot back, lower the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, reach the arms up. As you exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlace, untuck the back toes, take a big breath in, pull the shoulder blades down the back, and then as you exhale, maybe ease into that hip space, so ease in the weight forward. 2 more breaths. Inhale to lengthen the chest. Exhale to ease into that hip space. Last one there. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ease the knuckles down. On your next inhale, keeping the hands as they are, bring the legs back to neutral in your lunge, and then exhale into your half split. Option is to keep the hands interlaced and add in this little balance challenge today. Maybe flexing the right toes, or definitely flexing the right toes. Pull that right leg back into the hip socket. You can, of course, release the hands down, onto blocks, onto the mat. Lengthen the chest forward. Let's take one more deep breath. And then inhale, releasing the arms back into your low lunge. Right foot comes down to the mat. Tuck the back toes as you exhale. And then inhale, start to lift the back knee. And exhale, left hand down to the mat. Easy twist. Reach the right arm up. Open the chest. Maybe that gaze follows. 2 more breaths. Last one there. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, sweep the right hand down to the mat. Step the right foot back. Your vinyasa. Knees all through chaturanga. We lower. Inhale for your back bend, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, waves us back. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, come high on the toes. Exhale, knees soften. A step or a jump brings us to the top of the mat. Lift halfway. Exhale into your fold. Inhale, rolls the body up to standing. And then exhale, dives us straight back down. Chest lifts as we breathe in. Exhale, right foot this time, steps all the way back. We lower the back knee. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands sweep behind. We interlace. Inhale, chest lifts. And then exhale again. Can we ease into that hip space? See how it feels? Working into the right, front of the right hip flexor, so stretching all the way down this right leg. Again, we use the breath, so inhales to pull the shoulders down and back. Exhale, ease into the hip space. 2 more. Last breath. Good. As you inhale, bring it back to this neutral position, and then exhale, wiggle your way into this variation of your half split. So left toes flex now, crown of the head reaching forward, deep breaths, pulling left hip back into the hip socket or left leg. Last one there. Nice. Inhale, bring it back to neutral, release the arms up, left foot comes down to the mat, right toes are tucked, breathe out. Inhale to lift the right knee. Exhale, right hand down to the mat, easy twist. Maybe the gaze goes up. Open, so twist from the core. Remember to keep that bend in the left leg as well if we can, so we feel that into the left glute, the outer hip. One last breath. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, left hand down to the mat, step it all the way back. Vinyasa. And back to downward facing dog. Taking a few more breaths here. Child's pose, always a lovely option. Or come to seated. Or just breathing deeply in your downward facing dog. Reconnect to that slow, steady breath. Last breath. When you're ready, let's meet back in your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up high. As you exhale, bend into right knee, open into the hip space. Maybe we come onto the right fingertips there and add on to that stretch all the way through the right side body. Take one more big breath in. And then as you exhale, that right foot is going to step all the way through towards the right hand. Inhale into your high lunge. Sweep the arms up. Lengthen. Take a breath to arrive. Squeeze the inner thighs. One more inhale, reach. Exhale, twist left arm forward, right arm back. Option to shift the gaze. If you want a little bit more balance challenge, squeeze into the inner thighs. One more breath. On your next inhale, right hand floats towards left leg, left arm lifts. Maybe that gaze goes up now, it might be wobbly. Deep breaths there. Last one. Inhale, start to come back through the twist, and then exhale, switch the arms, right arm forward, so we come into a warrior two. Left heel spins down to the mat, roll the shoulders back, ease into your warrior two. So squeeze in through the glutes, open into the hip space. One more breath. Inhale, start to straighten right leg, look towards left leg, Skandasana. So we're going to turn left toes out, hands at heart center, and we bend into the left leg. Maybe we stay high today, maybe we come a little lower. You can use the hands as support, that left heel can lift. Final variation, if you're feeling for it, left fingertips towards the left foot, and we open up, right arm lifts. And one more big breath in. On your next inhale, somehow we're going to bring it back to warrior two. So use the legs, squeeze it all the way up, and take a breath into your warrior two. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come all the way down to the mat. Step it back. Your vinyasa. You can skip the vinyasas. You can add on. You can add in push-ups. You can do single leg, whatever you're feeling for. Meeting back in downward dog. One big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Left side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale to bend into that left knee. So we tend to say on this one, keep the shoulders squared, but today, an option, if you're feeling for it, is to come onto those left fingertips again and open through left side body a little bit more. So we are getting a bit of a twist. You could even have a little look underneath left armpit. One last breath. Take an inhale there, look forward as we exhale. Left foot steps towards the left hand. Inhale, high lunge, reach the arms up. We take a breath to ease into the shape. So squeeze the inner thighs, bend into left leg. One more inhale, reach. Exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Use the core muscles to really twist the body around and the arms follow. Maybe, looking back. One more breath. And then option to float that left hand down towards the right leg, reach the right arm up. And again, maybe we shift the gaze, adding into that little balance challenge. One last breath there. Next inhale takes us back into that twist, and then exhale, warrior two. So left arm forward, right arm back. Spin the back heel down. Take a breath. Again, bend into that left knee. Check that that left knee is not knocking in. Open the chest. Inhale to straighten left leg. Look towards the right foot this time. So back of your mat. Turn the back toes out. Skandasana, right leg bends. Your variation, again, you might stay up high. You can bring hands to prayer. You can take the hands down, or we add in that side bend. Gently, or not gently, but opening into that hip space, but maybe using the arm as a little bit more of kind of a push, only if it feels okay. One more breath. Inhale takes us back very elegantly to warrior two. Hold for a breath. Breathe in and let it go. Take the hands down, frame in that left foot. We step it back. Your vinyasa. And we arrive back in our downward facing dog. Again, just a couple of breaths to reset. Child's pose if you are feeling for it. Last breath. Final little push here today. Okay, meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. This time, exhale, knee comes to the nose. Inhale, lift the leg high. Exhale, wild thing. Right leg drops behind. We lift and open through the chest. You have got the option here of full wheel. If you would like to ease into it, I'm not going to because there's a wall in the way. Breathe in deeply, squeeze through the glutes. Push the hips up, one last breath. Look down towards the left hand. Sweep the right arm back. Inhale, three-leg dog. Reach right leg high. Exhale, right foot steps. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale into your twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, left elbow. Can we hook over that right knee? Option to stay there, option to reach the arms out, option to bind. 2 breaths. And then everybody, we're going to look down towards right foot. This is wobbly, and we're going to try as best we can to step the left foot to meet the right, coming into this little twisted Utkatasana variation. Okay, option from here today. We can stay in our chair pose or a little play around with side crow. If you'd like to have a go, releasing the hands down towards the right side of the body. If you're quite new to side crow, a nice little help is to use both elbows. So you can either do it with just the left elbow connected or hook both elbows underneath. Look forward rather than straight down, start to shift the weight. Maybe we kind of hover one foot and maybe we hover the other. Give it a little go for a couple of breaths. If you're still in that twisted chair pose, well done. You're more than welcome to also have a rest. Last one there. And then we're all going to make our way back into this twisted chair. Look down towards right foot, come onto left toes. Can we step it all the way back to that twisted lunge? And then inhale, come back into that open twist. Exhale, warrior 2. Right arm forward, left arm back. Spin the back heel down. This time, inhale, let's reverse it. Reach the right arm forward, take it up and over, lengthen through right side. Exhale, Trikonasana, straighten right leg. Reach forward, 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 and then reach right fingertips down. Pause in there. Maybe gazing up towards left hand, maybe pulling right leg back into the hip socket. One more breath. Look down towards the foot. Start to bend into that left leg. And we're going to sweep right leg. We're going to sweep the left hand over towards the mat. You might want to grab a block here and come into a little twist and then maybe lift that left foot and come into our revolved half moon. Take a breath. So maybe left fingertips come to a block. Maybe they come down towards the mat. Open the chest towards the right side. One last deep breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, look down towards the mat. Left foot lowers, right hand lowers. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, plant the hands. Step, hop or jump through your vinyasa. Meeting back in that downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Final little bit. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take it high. Exhale, wild thing. Left toes come all the way behind. Squeeze the hips up. Again, you have got the option to take it into a variation of your wheel pose. Staying in this wild thing. 2 more breaths. Last one. Looking down towards right hand, left arm sweeps down. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Lift that left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Reach the arms up. Exhale, straight to the twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, hands to prayer. Exhale, right elbow. Maybe hooks over left knee. Again, here for a couple of breaths to play. If you want to have a go at releasing the arms out long. If you would like to have a little bind. Last breath. And then bringing hands back to heart center. Look down towards the left foot. Find or create as much balance as we can. Right foot steps to meet the left. We're in that twisted chair. Just going to shuffle my way. So again, same as before. Maybe we stay in this twisted chair variation. Maybe we have a little play with a side crow. Hands come down towards the left side. And again, you can use that left elbow as well. It's a little bit more support. One side, as you can tell with me, generally tends to be a little bit stronger than the other, which means I should probably do a little bit more on this weaker side, but we never do. Take another breath. And then let's begin to make our way back into that twisted chair. And then everybody look down towards the mat, weight into left foot. However we can get that right foot steps back into that lunge. Inhale, come back into that twist. So reach the arms out wide. Exhale, warrior two, left arm forward. Right arm back, spin the back heel down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take it up and over, lengthen through left side. Exhale, Trikonasana. Reach forward and lower the fingertips down to wherever they reach. You might want to walk that back foot in. Again, pulling the left leg back, right hip forward. Take a moment to breathe. One more. Revolved half moon. Look down towards the left foot. Start to bend into the left leg. Right arm sweeps around, fingertips about a foot ahead and to the right of the left foot. We hover the back foot, the right leg, and we lift the left arm. Revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Trying as best we can to keep that back leg lifted and keep the chest rotating towards the left. Lots of twist today. Last deep breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower right foot, lower left hand. Inhale, chest lifts halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step, hop or jump through your vinyasa. Arriving back in that downward facing dog. We are almost there. Again, option for that child's pose. Breathe deeply. Two more. On your next inhale, looking towards the top of your mat. Soften through knees, step, hop or jump to get all the way there. Lift the chest halfway, inhale. Exhale into your fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Reach the arms up. And exhale, Tadasana. A little pause. Palms forward, option to close down the eyes. Take a little breather. Reconnect to that breath. Two more. Okay, on your next inhale, we're just going to draw right knee up into the chest, bring the hands to heart center, squeeze the right leg in, squeezing into left glute at the same time, and then your option, final little balance for today. Option, right arm, right hand wraps around the right shin, left hand to hip, or two peace fingers come to wrap around the right toe. Find your drishti, your gazing point. Take one more last breath in. One more breath out. Next inhale, start to release the right foot. Take it all the way behind, and as we exhale, warrior three, maybe hands at heart center, maybe arms forward. Another variation, arms behind. Wherever we are, trying to square the hips towards the mat. Feel it into all those little movements in the left foot. One more breath. As we inhale, right knee comes back to chest. Ooh. And exhale, release it down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way back to standing. And exhale, Tadasana, release. Left side, root down through right foot. Inhale, left knee to chest, or wherever it gets to. Hands at heart center for a moment. Squeezing into right glute. Squeezing the right knee in. Activate through Mula Bandha, through the core. And then your variation. Right hand to hip. Left hand around, ooh, fell over, around the shin, or two peace fingers wrap around the big toe. You could also use your strap this and extend that left foot forward, pushing through the heel. Oh, one side, as you can see, a little bit wobblier. Find your focus, your drishti. One more breath. Whichever variation we're in, as we start our inhale, we release. Slowly this one, so as we begin to exhale, we arrive into our warrior three. And again, pushing through back heel. Any arm variation that you would like to explore. One more breath. Inhale. Left knee comes back towards chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way back to standing, reach the arms up. And then exhale, release the hands through center, bring hands to hips. And then from there, we're simply just gonna step a foot back. I'm gonna go for right foot, so I'm facing you. Doesn't matter which side we go for. Turning the toes in, heels out. Take an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, hands come through heart center, start to fold into your prasarita. Allow the head to relax. Allow the neck to be soft. Little playtime here, so any variation you would like, you could go for the grab of the big toes. You could walk the hands through. You could, of course, go for your tripod headstand if you're feeling for that today. But we're here only for about 3 more breaths, so really focus on those slow, steady breaths. Last one. On your next inhale, come to a halfway lift. You're just going to heel toe those feet in a little bit. We're going to come down into a seated position with the option of easing through Titibhasana. So you can, of course, just sit down, or with the feet a little bit narrower now, you're going to walk the arms underneath the legs. No easy way of doing this. Hands come behind the heels. And you're going to have a little play around with maybe lifting one foot, maybe lifting the other foot. You could also go for a hook of the feet there, or for Titibhasana, we have a go at extending the legs out. And then maybe slowly, that wasn't as slow as I'd have liked, release down to the mat. Give the legs a bit of a shake out. We're bringing the legs wide. Flex the toes, so gently pulling the pinky toes back. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. And one more inhale. And exhale, let's start to come into a fold. So you could reach the arms forward. You could maybe go for, where's my foot? Go for the grab of the foot. Again, no right or wrong in any of these variations, but whatever you're doing now, as we start to slow down, just remind you, if possible, just to keep that focus on slowing the breath, on taking big, deep inhales, big, full exhales. The breath is what separates this asana practice, the movement, from any other form of exercise. helps us into this moving meditation. One last breath. Slowly walking the hands in towards you. We're just going to come to face the front of the mat, so whichever leg you need to, swing it around. Once you get there, just drop the knees from side to side. Bringing the soles of the feet down to the mat, wrap the arms around the shins, take an inhale, lift the chest, exhale, tucked into chest, dome into the back, maybe taking a little, I find it quite like a nurturing sway. And then slowly, we're going to roll it down, so just make sure you've got a bit of space behind you. Bring the knees with you into the chest. Take a little rock from side to side, and then we're going to shift all the way onto left hip. Drop the knees across to the left. You could cross legs if that feels good. Just release that left shoulder blade from underneath you, so pick it up and move it towards the left side of your mat. And then, if it feels good too, you could drop head to the right. Maybe eyes are closed now. One more breath. And then inhale, center. Shifting onto the right hip, drop the knees to the right. Any leg variation that feels best. Again, release that right shoulder blade, just lift it up, pop it towards the right side of your mat. Next inhale, gently coming back to center. If you have time for Shavasana, please do stay here. But if you would like to move on with your day, let's start to rock forwards and backwards. We'll arrive in a seated position, keeping the eyes closed, or close down the eyes, just for these final few moments, allowing the hands just to rest towards the knees. Take a roll back of the shoulders. Deepen and lengthen those breaths, taking these final few moments of real thanks, of appreciation for ourselves, for our bodies that allow us to move, something that we can sometimes take for granted. No matter where we get to in our physical practice, the posture is not the goal. It is everything we do on the way there. It's the falls, the fails, the stillness, all coming together for this incredible experience for both body and mind. Just as we began, bringing one hand to the heart, bring the other hand to the belly, take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Bring the palms together in Anjali Mudra. A little bow of the head, maybe a massage of the third eye, that space between the eyebrows with the thumbs. When you're ready, open the eyes. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's quite nice as well. If there's a few things in there that I found quite challenging, it can be quite nice to come back to. And maybe some days just feel so different to others. So some days I'm like full of energy and I think, yeah, I can do this. Other days, not so much. So please do let me know how you got on and drop me a little comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe if you enjoyed it. Just so I can keep making these videos and flows. But yes, have a lovely rest of your day, rest of your week, wherever you are, and hopefully see you here again soon. Thank you.